a little bit about our story. So Rix and I met at design college back in 2011, where we studied communication design, and a lot of that was, we learned a design process. It was very much to do with branding and finding, creating visual identities for organizations. And we got put together in our first sort of assignment together in the first year, and we've pretty much never stopped working together since, and it's been about 10, 11 years now. And it was about a year and a half out of uni, we were sort of doing our own things, and we decided to come together to form WordPlay Studio, which was we're going to follow the path of becoming a branding agency. And Rix was very passionate about purpose-led organizations at the time. I came from a very, like a street art and graphic background. And we decided to go out on our own because we just didn't feel like there was any other organization or branding agencies or design studios that really had the same sort of ethos as us. So we started WordPlay Studio and in 2015, and have been working on a variety of different projects since. And as Rick said, we started as more strictly with branding, and these days we do a lot more different things like around with collaboration design and other things. But one thing that we have always done through our time is take sabbaticals. And they've been a really important role of us defining who we are and what we're doing. Actively taking the time to leave the studio, get out in nature with the team or whoever is working with us, and get perspective and really come back to why we exist, where we're going, who are we, what we're working towards. Because it's, as everyone probably knows, like how easy it is to just get swept up in all the work and kind of lose grip of where you, or sight of where you originally were going. So we've spent a lot of time, and it has taken a lot of time to digest and really ground ourselves and work out and be able to articulate who we are. Because when we first started our company, we had an idea. We knew we had this reason why we were doing it, apart from making money, and like there was a deeper impact that we're looking to express in ourselves. But it's taken time to really articulate that and refine that down into a set of statements.
Yeah, and I guess taking that step out of uni and starting our own company straight out of university, we did, and seeing the state that the world was in, and seeing the way that a company can be really damaging to the environment and depleting of the environment, we kind of knew that if we were going to start an organization, it is an entity that it really needed to have a soul, and we needed to know who we were, so that we can articulate from that place where we were headed and what kind of world we were contributing to. And we just felt that was really, really important to do that. And it's been a process of refinement and a lot of also like spiritual work within ourselves to be able to get to that place. And the importance of taking time out to step out and view things from another perspective.
And on this journey, we were very lucky to meet. We got incubated at the MCIC at UNSW in Sydney, and just so happens as we arrived there, Matt and Gail Taylor were artists in residence there, and they were helping set up the Innovation Centre. And we got asked to be participants in this 3-day design shop with Matt and Gail and a whole lot of other Aussie knowledge workers that we are lucky enough to call our friends and colleagues and all of that now. So that really spun us on it, opened us up to a whole new world of design. Because what we learned at uni was, especially when it comes to branding and identity, and there wasn't really any talk of collaboration at the time, but it was very much about just sort of surface. It was very surface level the way you would create an identity for an organization. And for us, we could always. It's like identity is much deeper than just the surface level thing. It's who you really are. And that applies from the individual to the organization. So after meeting or experiencing a 3-day design shop as a participant, that really, changed opened us up to a lot of new
Mm, mm.
things.
And in that design shop, it just so happened that we were designing a purpose for the innovation center, and the purpose was an emergent force fostering innovation to create a better world. But that really, I think, had a really deep impact on us in our process, and being a part of that. And then obviously from there, becoming knowledge workers and getting more familiar with the MG Taylor practice has been a massive part of our journey. And since then, we've studied with Rob Evans and did the up creation as well with Matt and Gail were on there. So staying very close to the method and integrating that as much as we can in helping organizations to go through this process of discovery that we've been through on our own journey.